Hey everybody, it is Allie J here for another episode of Allie J Live, and I'm coming to you from the school bus. School bus edition is back, and this was kind of a last minute trip, but I just wanted to come back from the last podcast because I know there's a lot of controversy over this whole Ukraine issue, and I just wanted to clarify something with you. Just because somebody does not agree with the Ukrainian government does not mean that they are a Putin sympathizer or they are anti-Ukraine or anything like that, because that is the narrative that is being projected by certain people, and I just want everybody to understand that is not my intention. I am not a Putin sympathizer. I am not anti-Ukraine. I care about the Ukrainian people, and that is why I want to see the war ended. But I just thought I needed to come in and clarify that, because there's a lot of division over this whole thing, and I just wanted to kind of clarify that, because it seems like everybody has this idea that if you take a certain side, that you're just anti the other side. Well, that is not the case here. I care about the Russian people. I care about the Ukrainian people. I'm not anti-Russian. I'm not anti-Ukraine. It's just that sometimes it's kind of like our own government here in America. Sometimes you don't know who to trust. And sometimes you have to look at what they're doing, how they're acting, and decide for yourself. Do they have their people's best interest at heart? That's why I was not really for Joe Biden, because I didn't think he had the American people's best interest at heart. And I'm not really for Zelensky, because I don't think he has the Ukrainian people's best interest at heart. And he is very quick to condemn. It seems like he's very quick to condemn Russia as a whole. Whereas just because a government is acting in a wrong way does not mean that the whole country is completely bad. But governments change. I think what people need to focus on here is that, and I think the big, if you want to say, deception is that people think that Trump is aligning himself with with Russia, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to end the war. And sometimes you have to, in a sense, it appears that you're aligning yourself with, quote unquote, the enemy, but you're really trying to do what's best for your own country. Because before you start calling me a Putin sympathizer and all these different things, I just want you to understand, if Ukraine joins NATO, that would bring us back. That would bring us into the war, not just financially, but also it would bring us into the war. Because we are part of NATO, we would be required to send troops over to defend Ukraine. And we all saw how that went with Vietnam and some of the other wars. So many people died, and is that really what we want to get into? I thought the whole idea was to end the bloodshed, end the war, and Trump has not had any new wars under his administrations. And he got thrown into this one now with his new administration. He's trying to do what he can to end it. And whether that looks like he's sympathizing with Putin or aligning himself with Putin, you got to look at it from a business person's standpoint. Oh, you can't align yourself with that person because they are bad, because they're evil, they're doing this and they're doing that. He's not necessarily aligning himself with them. He's trying to do what he thinks is the best interest for the Ukrainian people, to stop the killing, to stop the bloodshed. And he's trying to help Ukraine by giving them this mineral deal. And it helps America in the end, because all this money that we have given to them, all these weapons and all these different things, they're never going to pay us back. That's taxpayer money that has been given out freely by the government without any say by the people. You could say, well, we have a say in elections, but really, the lawmakers are the ones that handed out all that money. Even at the even at the behest of the, sorry about that, my radio's still on. Even at the behest of, or not the behest, but the when people are not for it. Oh my word, my mind is blanking right now. That word I'm looking for right now. Protest. Even in protest by the people. There we go. There we go. I got it. Just took me a second. Even in protest of not sending money to Ukraine, the people, it's really out of the people's hands, because once the lawmakers pass those financial bills, we have really no say. And I know that some people don't like that, but hey, they're the ones that got elected. So I don't want to go on this too long, because I just wanted to clarify with you that I know there's a lot of people out there that are, accusing other people just because they don't agree with the Ukrainian government, with Zelensky. Not necessarily the whole government, but Zelensky himself. Because if you look back on history, you got to look back on history to understand how things got to where they are today. And America played a big part in that. So whether you want to believe this stuff or not, just look it up. Look this stuff up. And there are so many people who are not willing to even look into it, because they have their minds made up of what they want to be true, of what they want to be right, of what, they want to believe. And if anybody speaks differently, we've seen this time and time and time again. You had the Trump-Russian collusion, which was debunked many, many times, and they still talk about it. At least they did up until this election. So I just wanted to kind of clarify my stance on Ukraine and Russia, so that there was not a misunderstanding here, that I'm not anti-Ukraine, I am not anti-Russia, and I'm not pro-Putin, I'm not pro-Zelensky, okay? I'm trying to look at it from both sides of the fence here, because whether people are spreading this lie that Putin just did this at the top of his hat, they were accusing him of being just a warmonger, all these different things, but he has a strategy of why he did it. And do I completely agree with why he did it? I don't fully understand why he did it, but I don't believe the rumors that are being spread that it was just to completely overtake Ukraine. Was he looking to get certain territories that are Russian sympathizers, if you want to say, or Russian loyalists? That may be, but I don't believe that he was looking to just try and take over the whole country. But then the retaliation from Ukraine led to this war expanding even bigger than what it was intended to be, I guess you could say. I know people are going to take this the wrong way, because they're going to look at it, no matter what I say, no matter what anybody else says that comes across as pro-Russia or seems like I'm anti-Ukraine. It's like, it doesn't matter what anybody says anymore. Nobody has any, if you want to say, nobody has any, I don't really know what to call it. As soon as somebody says something, boom, they're labeled as something. That's what I'm trying to say. And that needs to stop, because hey, everybody is entitled to their opinions. Everybody is entitled to believe what they want to believe. But when it comes to learning the truth about something, and I heard this said by a pastor just the other day, when you will learn what is false by you'll know what is false by learning the truth. The truth is something that we have to learn, and it's not necessarily something that's just gonna boom pop in our face and be like, hey, this is true. Because there's a lot of fake news out there. There's a lot of media outlets who are biased one way or the other. CNN being one of them. I watched a clip the other day of CNN report from over there where he used the term it's been said and reports are, but he never said where. I mean, he said something about some kind of council. He got reports from some kind of, I don't know, it was very vague and very just like, we're gonna just take this as gospel. Oh, and then he gave his opinion at the end and basically was like, you know, it was basically hearsay, things that were said, and opinions was basically all his report was. There was no fact. Nothing. He had nothing as fact. And I don't think that's good journalism. That's just bad journalism. If you don't know something as fact, say so. Don't just say it's been said or so and so believes this to be true. Just say we don't know for sure. Like, that's the easiest way to do it without really incriminating yourself as a bad journalist. I don't know. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on and say hi since I'm here, and I'm just kind of hanging out for a while, but yeah. So I also want to give a shout out to my friend and bandmate, whatever you want to call him, Dave. I just want to say that we are thinking about him and praying for his family as they travel to do mission work, and I won't disclose where they're going right now in case, without his permission. It's not really a secret. He's been advertising it, if you want to say, on Facebook, trying to raise money for the mission and everything. So if you want to know more, just feel free to reach out. Feel free how you can help donate to the cause and the mission that they are going to be helping out with, where they're going. And I just want to wish them the best. They're going to be going for a few months and then they'll be coming back, and we'll be doing some more music this summer, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting back to some of the places that we went to this past year. And yeah, it's going to be a great year. We're not going to be quite as spread out this year. We're not going to be going quite as many places, just because with me, with my new job, and just, everything that's going on, I'm just kind of trying to feel out, if you want to say, allow the Lord to lead where He wants me to be right now. And I am not giving up music. That is not on the table, if you want to say. So you don't need to worry about that. I know there's some of you out there that have been asking about merchandise and apparel. There's going to be some things coming. I'm excited because we're going to have some new things coming, some new music. Hopefully this year we're going to be working on new music, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. And I just kind of want to throw out there as well that we're always looking for people to fill in for different instruments like guitar and drums, and keyboard, if you play the keyboard. Yeah, we're always looking for somebody to come out and hang out with us, play some music with us. Hopefully we'll be doing some new music at our gigs as well. And I know there's still a new song that I had wrote last year that I have not released yet. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully sometime in the near future we're going to get things in the works here. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me today on Allie J Live, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. This week is, well, today's a really nice day, but I know the weather here in PA is going to get a little bit wet in the next couple days, but looking forward to warmer weather, looking forward to springtime and all that good stuff. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll see you right next. Yeah, I'm having trouble speaking today for some reason. We'll see you next time right here on Allie J Live. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great week. See you next time.